Hello and welcome back to AI Learner Hub. We now know what AI is, its history, and its different types. But how does it actually work? Let's demystify the process and look under the hood in a simple, step-by-step way. The most important thing to understand is that modern AI is not magic, it's advanced pattern recognition. It doesn't think or understand like a human. Instead, it uses incredibly powerful math to find subtle patterns within huge amounts of data. A great analogy is teaching a child to recognize a cat. You don't give them a list of rules, you just show them lots and lots of pictures of cats until they intuitively learn the pattern of what makes a cat a cat. The most common way we teach an AI is through a process called supervised learning, which means learning with labeled examples. First, we feed the AI a massive dataset of labeled data, for example, thousands of pictures, each one tagged as either a cat or a dog. Second, the AI's algorithm analyzes this data, looking for the pixel patterns, shapes, and textures associated with each label. Third, from this analysis, it builds a model, its own complex, mathematical understanding of the visual differences. Finally, you can show it a brand new picture it has never seen, and it will use its model to predict the correct label. You'll hear the words algorithm and model all the time, and it's vital to know the difference. The algorithm is the recipe, it's the set of instructions that tells the computer how to learn from the data. The model is the finished product. After the algorithm has finished training on the data, the model is the resulting digital brain that has learned the patterns and can now be used to make predictions. So, how does the AI actually learn and improve during training? It uses a feedback loop that it repeats millions, or even billions, of times. First, the model makes a prediction on a piece of data. Second, it compares its prediction to the correct label to see if it was right or wrong. Third, it calculates how big its error was and uses that information to make tiny adjustments to its internal mathematics, with the goal of being slightly more accurate on the next try. This predict, compare, adjust loop is the heart of machine learning. This entire revolution in AI has only been possible in the last decade or so because of two essential ingredients coming together at the same time. First, we need massive amounts of data. The more examples an AI has to learn from, the better it becomes at recognizing patterns. Data is the fuel for the engine. Second, we need massive computing power. The training process is incredibly intensive, and it's the development of powerful gaming chips, or GPUs, that gave us the hardware needed to make it feasible. While learning with labels is most common, it's not the only way. Sometimes, we don't have neat labels for our data. In unsupervised learning, the AI's goal is to find its own hidden patterns and structures, like automatically grouping a store's customers into different segments. In reinforcement learning, the AI learns through pure trial and error. It's rewarded for good actions and penalized for bad ones, which is how we train Ash to master complex games like chess or Go. Let's put it all together in one simple summary. Modern AI uses a learning algorithm to process huge datasets. By repeatedly predicting, comparing its answer to the truth, and adjusting itself, it builds a sophisticated model. This finished model is essentially a powerful pattern recognizing machine that can then make incredibly useful predictions on brand new information. And that's it. You now have a clear mental model for how AI actually works. It's not magic, but a logical process of data, algorithms, and training. With this foundation, you're ready for our next lesson, where we will precisely define and compare the terms AI, machine learning, and deep learning. Be sure to subscribe.